All right, so this is part 2 of Pink Floyd's Money, the bass part. We're going to take a look at this solo section. So to start off, it's pretty easy. The saxophone starts soloing, and the first part is we just do the main riff 8 times in a row. So I'm counting every time I land back on this root note. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we have a change. Cool, so it's pretty much the same pattern, we're just on a different chord. So we're going to move our power chord shape that we were working with. We're going to move that up to 7 and 9 on the A string. So A7, D9, G9. We're going to do that same pattern. So then we're going to go to E7, and we're going to walk big stretch E7 to E10, A7 to A10. And we're going to do that whole pattern 4 times. So it'll be 2, 3, 4. And we're back to our main riff. All right, so we're back to that main riff for 4 more times. 2, 3, 4. Then we do the bridge. So that's the whole bridge once, and then we have this. So it's all triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So triplets, we're doing 3 pulses per beat. Triplet, 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 triplet. Right? And then we start this new kind of chromatic pattern. Kind of a 12-bar blues. All right, so let's get into this 12-bar blues section. Once the tempo picks up, so we play that first part. We do it 8 times. So we're going to start on the A string 2, just like everything, and we're just going to be walking down by half steps, so chromatically. So we're going to do 2, and then we have a dead stroke before 5. Right, to give it a little texture. Bum, 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 bum. Then we'll walk down to 4, 3, and now we have a little grace note open. Kind of Holiday in Cambodia vibes when you do it a little slower. Right? Punk Floyd, I guess. So we do this 8 times. And then we have a new pattern that we do 4 times. We're just going to walk 7. This is all in A still. 7, 6, 5, 4, 7, 6, 5, 4, 7, 6, 5, 4, 7, 6, 5, 4. Then we're back to the other pattern. We do it 4 times. So we have 2 of those. And that's a little different. So we're going 2 of E, and then we're going 4 of D, 4, 3, 2. And if you want to put that grace note in there of 4 of A, you can. It's a little fast, so no worries if you can't manage that. Okay, so we had 2 of these. And now we have this big walk down. Right? So you can kind of hear it. Everything cuts out after this point. This is the big end of the first solo section. Then we get into kind of the quiet solo, and everything kind of repeats from there. So let's do this big walk down. So we're going to start on G. It's going to be 4, 2. Then we'll switch to the D string. We'll do 5, 4, 2. Then we'll switch to the A string. 5, 4, 3, 2. And we're back into the first. And we have kind of the quiet solo. So we're going to stop there for everything that I've taught you so far, so you can work on that. This is we'll call it the loud section, or loud solo section, so solo section A. But let's go through the whole thing. Let's try to go through it real slow. So remember, 8 of the starting riff. Then we have 4 of that riff up on E. Then we're back to 4 of these down here. Then we do the bridge riff. Then we have the 2 bars of triplets. We have 8 of those. This is 12 bar blues, so you got to think 8 plus 4 is 12, right? So we're generally going to have 8 of one section, 4 of the next. So we do 8 of that chromatic thing. Then we move up to 7. Have 4 of those. Then we walk down here. We have 4 of these. Then we're going to go down to the F sharp, and we have this little walk down. Then we have the big walk down. And we're back and do it again. So let's try and play that all together at a moderate tempo, counting out each section. It's kind of a lot to remember number-wise, but once you kind of get a feel for how the sections flow together, it all tends to make sense. So let's just play it. We'll start off from the first solo. So 8 of these main riffs. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1. This is 4. 5, 6, 7, one more, 8. Now I move it up. 2 more. Now we have 4 of these. 2 more. Last one. Triplets. Chromatic. Four more. 2 more. Last one. Back to it. Last one. All right, cool. So yeah, it's a lot to remember. You got to kind of think about, I think there's 5 parts altogether. So we have riff 1, riff 2, bridge, so 6 altogether, 7 if we count the big walk down at the end. So yeah, keeping those sections straight might be a little bit of a chore, but just listen in. I'll link a video that has like a little play along tab thing that you can work with. So if anything is confusing for you, you can check it out there. Hopefully this did a good job of breaking everything down super slowly, giving you some fret numbers and some structure, and you can take it from here. Have fun with this one.